Hello and welcome back to Grim Dawn. We're about to pick up, well, pretty much exactly where we left off the last episode. We just killed Cronley and started exploring Old Arcovia, but we need to go back to Cronley's HQ to kill one of his sub-lieutenants, and there's a whole bunch of other bounty stuff. Anyway, we'll get to that in a moment. Let me just put a game up and we'll get right to it.
We're at the rover camp!
Yes, we are. Well, this is almost where we left off last time.
You're wearing a crown. That doesn't really fit with the feel of your character very much.
I know. I've been wearing this crown for like 20 levels, not 20 levels, about 10 levels. About 5 levels, fine, 5 levels. Speaking of which, actually, in the time since the last episode, I accidentally found this.
What do you mean you accidentally found this? Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Plus
well,
flame touched.
Yeah, I was trying to find a single bit of dynamite so that I could break down that other blue that I had, which was actually a really good idea because then I made myself Gunslinger's talisman with the bits from it. But in doing so, I found this enchanter's insignia, which is also actually really good for me. So,
well, yeah, you know, if you want to like pimp your character out a little bit when we're not playing, that's totally fine. I know you worry about how dangerous you are.
Yeah, I think I'm doing sufficient damage now for the moment.
Alright, we were about to push south into Old Arcovia and head down into the mines, I think.
To the undercity entrance?
Yeah.
Not to the mines.
Well, if you want to be technically correct about it, then sure.
That's the best kind of correct. Remember how to play. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Curses, explosions, yeah, that's me.
Flame revenants.
No, I'm not a flame revenant.
I am?
Also not true.
Right, can we just... No, we can't get up here. Probably be faster this way around, actually.
There's fun things this way.
Well, there's fun things this way as well.
Piles of wasps.
Piles of wasps. I think they're called swarms, but yeah.
No, this is a pile. Oh, Falcon Swoop just rings up. It seems to do that at the start of every one of these sessions.
Pretty well timed then.
Haha, beat you. Told you it was faster this way.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right, I've just remembered what healing potion is. It's not Q.
R? For reload your health?
Yeah, exactly. Silliest shortcut ever.
I could have done this faster, but I was having fun.
Well, that's good. I mean, you should have more fun. What with your life being as unfun as ever.
Hey.
Ho, ho, ho. It's funny because it's true.
Hey, that's good. Stupid wall.
It's different than last time.
I know. We went through here last time. What, have we got to go like the really long way around? Oh gosh.
It's okay, I'm coming. Right. Skeletal priests.
Man, this is...
Those haunted nobles have got quite a high dodge.
Yay for pseudo-random levels.
Well, there's a lot of things to kill here.
Yep, and they seem to actually like you this time. Which is fine by me.
I need to find the magic zoom level where it's going to show me enough of the screen, but not so much that the cinematic frame rates kick in.
Okay, so you want to go all the way out, and then in about 2 clicks.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just did.
Because
Okay,
you get a slightly better angle, but while still being able to see tons.
Exactly.
Oh yes, also I found a book in a bookcase while I was finding that epic insignia thing.
Oh, well, good for you. Do you have it on you?
Yes, Gildem Arcanum, page 2. To reinforce the ingenuity of arcanists, both living and dead, we turn to works of the Master Maven, a prolific arcanist from the Third Age of our glorious empire. Master Maven was able to bend the inherently destructive flows of the ether to her will in order to manifest a protective barrier around herself. This technique is a stellar example of how Gildem Arcanum continually strives to break our preconceptions of the ether, creating entirely new schools of thought within the arcane arts. Oh, it sounds like a prospectus from a university. And of course, one of the arcanist's skills is Maven's Sphere of Protection. So I guess that's a little bit of backstory as to how that came about.
Well, Maven is an incredibly well-known arcanist, as the books tell us.
Yeah, I've got blueprints for Maven's Lens, actually. Not right now, but I mean on one of my other characters I've found them before.
These guys are surprisingly pointy.
Yes.
These ones not so much.
Stupid pillars getting in the way. Hey, there's a chest down there that you left.
Yeah, I know. I was not specifically exploring for the chest. I was taking care of the mobs that were running at you.
That's not like you. Normally you'll loot the room.
I know. I'm trying to be better.
Are you really? Or is this
No, I just didn't see it.
Yeah. They should totally do game crossovers.
How do you mean?
Well, like, we should just be able to take our characters from this and go whack them in the Red Solstice.
Because, you know, going toe-to-toe with Devourers and Bloppers and Lyganesh would really work. No.
We've seen worse.
Did he, like, warlock under you?
Yes, basically. I was like, oh, what's this? Ow, it hurts. Right, I'm moving.
Could have come in this way.
Yes, we could.
Someone failed their spot check.
You did.
We both did. Skeletal Deathbolt Archer. I love the names of the bad guys.
Yeah.
In this.
Ooh, Demonic Steel Broadsword of Spellweaving. That sounds awesome.
I bet it's not. I bet it's made of disappointment and sorrow.
It looks pretty good, actually.
I think I'd still prefer my Omens.
But it does have a kick-ass name, though.
Oh, yeah.
Omen, meh, that's a bit meh, you know?
If you could rename your items, that would be pretty cool.
What would you rename yours? Skeletal Deathbolt Archer.
Yeah.
The sword.
It's a good name for a sword. What are you saying?
And I'd rename mine Skeletal Deathbolt Archer, the sword, the gun.
That's one thing that I really liked about Torchlight is the amount of customization that you could get on your different magical items.
There's a chest back there. I want to get it, but I don't want to go. Ah, it's a scary archer.
Is it a Skeletal Deathbolt Archer, the sword, the gun, the monster?
Yeah, maybe. Draining Spectral Bludgeon of the Rift. Hey, level 30.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, someone was leveling up outside of, like, multiplayer. So.
See, I looked at your video and I saw exactly where your XP was, and then I aimed for that, plus a tiny smidgen, because...
Ow!
Hey, he's reflective. You probably don't want to hit him quite so hard.
He didn't attack me.
That's because he now really likes me.
Jeez,
He's got his reflection on.
Reflection and bleeding. It's like combination.
There you go, it saved you. And I totally did save you this time.
That was like the worst one. I stepped in, I hit him 3 times, and I nearly killed myself.
That would have been so funny if you had.
No, it wouldn't.
It really would.
We're not in hardcore, but let's go check out that ancient lectern.
Sure. Wait, there's more monsters this way if you care.
I do, but, you know, there's a forgotten passage here.
Another one. Alright, well, that's another fragment. Yeah, there's actually nothing to read from this one specifically.
Yeah.
Rotting corpse, mark the traveller. Sounds like you're fighting things.
Nope.
Looks like you're fighting things from your health.
That is an optical illusion.
Nope.
I found passing judgment.
And Malros's Cars's journal.
Last days of Arcovia. As I write this dark column is... Hang on, wait. I'm actually going to read it. Recipe Venom Fangwell. Okay, so... Passing judgment. This is to be a record of the passing of the final verdict regarding the practice of necromancy and its prominence in Arcovian society. The Grand Court has reviewed the case of one Ulrok, who has willfully and consciously committed the despicable act of raising the deceased form of his neighbor's wife and using her to torture and exploit the victim for personal pleasure and financial gain.
Could be worse. Could be for sex.
For personal pleasure. Under the weight of undeniable evidence and witness reports, this court has no choice but to sentence the necromancer Ulrok to hanging until dead. This crime is but a drop in the well of the sins committed by necromancers in our land. The people have spoken and action must be taken. For this and countless other crimes against nature, against the gods, and against Arcovia, let it be known that the practice of necromancy, the most vile of the ancient arts, is henceforth forbidden from the lands of Arcovia under the strictest of punishments. Those found ignorant of this proclamation shall be transported without trial to the steps of torment, where they shall be locked away to the last of their days in the deepest pits of anguish.
That sounds like a really nice place to visit, the Steps of Torment.
Yeah, and the deepest pits of anguish. I mean, is that like a spa?
Do you know if you've got the recipe for Venom Fang oil already?
I've already learned it.
I was going to say, because I've got one here, which I've
I just found one, which... Oh, actually, no. I didn't get that. I got Blueprint Relic Glacier, which I've already learned as well.
Give it to me, give it to me! There we go, that's a good trade, that is.
Do you want to throw me the Venom Fang one, and I'll see if I... Oh, I wasn't actually looking. Oh, I don't know this one. Cool. Learned it. Okay, I've got one more thing, which is the last days of Arcovia.
And I've got one thing as well, which is Malros Cars's journal, so I'll read this first quickly.
Okay.
I thought about ending it, but I witnessed firsthand what happens when you try. What, did he, fail to commit suicide and just got weirded out by the blood? Anyway, good people, driven to madness by this curse. I don't blame them for trying to escape this never-ending torment, even if escape seemingly comes at the edge of a knife. There is no way out.
They went across the road, not down the street.
We are bound to our flesh and bone, even as they rot away to the winds of time. To others, a knife brings a sharp reminder that we once lived, that there are those who willingly partake of this newfound pleasure, carving each other apart in a downward spiral of decadence and depravity. But I cannot deny the temptation to join those in the streets as they spill their blood onto the cold stone. As I look upon my rotting hands, I begin to wonder if perhaps it is too late even for that. How long will this torture last? How far will we decay before we are at last set free? So this sounds kind of like a zombie sex cutting cult.
Still better than the Twilight series.
Yes. That's the end. That's the end of his journal. Thank goodness.
Okay. Right. So the last days of Arcovia. As I write this, dark columns of smoke billow up from the port where the madness long polluting in the restive populace has finally boiled over. Pollulating, that's it. A blazing merchant's galley, abandoned by its crew and freed of its moorings, plows into a group of fishing boats, wood splintering, the fire quickly spreading amongst the sails. I hear shouting in the courtyard below, and the clash of iron not far beyond. A woman screams repeatedly, her words indiscernible. Sounds like a setting of a film. For so long, we feared our doom would come from the barbarous mountain tribes, but in the end, we've been the instruments of our own demise, helped along by the insidious promises of the necromancers. It's not yet 2 moons since the great rituals were undertaken, led by our ever-reaching oligarchs. The rituals intended to bring immortality and ensure the lasting greatness of Arcovia. Ever the skeptic, I figured it for a sham, political theatre at best. But the ritual seems to have been a tragic success. The ritual was the invention of a necromancer named Uberuk, a man imprisoned in the steppes of torment who it is said did not age and could not be killed by any means. The leader of the 3 greatest houses, including my own patron, Largest Bagra, made an ill-conceived journey into the tower in the hopes of compelling this Uberuk to give up his secrets. Here, immortality worked against Uberuk, as he was subjected to the most brutal and imaginative forms of torture that could only be devised for a man who could not die. He had to listen to Hansen on loop for like 6 months. Finally, Uberuk agreed to instruct them in the ritual, and the oligarchs, blinded by their lust for immortality, were all too eager to believe his will broken and accepted the ritual as genuine. It has become clear that the people of Arcovia had indeed gained a form of immortality, but it is a cruel and twisted fulfillment of that promise. Our bodies still suffer the ravages of time, eventually dying and decaying, while our spirits remain trapped within, eternally bound to this land. I have witnessed this myself, as the sick and elderly near death at the time of the ritual remain yet with us. Their bodies visibly decay in the manner of a corpse, yet they continue on as though living, able to move and talk. Still much the same person as they were in life, yet not. All who suffer this death of the body become somehow less vital, less dynamic of thought. They become ever more narrowly focused on whatever concerned them most in life. It is disturbing to witness families that do not know what to do with their deceased, yet still present loved one. More horrible still are the rumors of babies born since the ritual, abominations they say, deformed and bearing dark, grisly feathers. It is said that many forlorn new fathers have been seen trekking into the broken hills, bundle in arm, to leave their unnatural offspring to the elements. Well, that would explain all the owlbears out there.
And harpies and things.
The din of fighting and wailing continues on below. I expect it shall for quite some time, since the combatants cannot die by any mortal means. I will sit with my books and continue my writing for whatever time may remain, perhaps all eternity. Theodocus Vagra, scribe of Arcovia.
Well, it was certainly an eternity of writing. Cool.
Yeah, I'm glad I picked a fun and happy, upbeat voice rather than something a bit more drooling and gritty, because that would have killed my voice. All right, let's carry on exploring and kill some more haunted nobles. See, they seem to be dying just fine to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I've not had any problems killing these guys. But then these are ghosts. Actually, if you think about it, if we were to come back later, they would all be back.
What, the ghosts?
Yes, and by later I mean next Monday.
Well, could that be a form of eternal torment, being trapped inside a video game?
Yes, it could.
Now, I wonder whether your offensive power affects the enemy's ability to dodge, or whether that's just fixed. Ooh, Noma's Dread. He's one of the ones we have to kill. Shit, running. Whoop. Running back in.
He likes me! I'm his favourite.
You like me so I can put up my shield. Haha, why'd you keep hitting yourself? That was funny. It's not my most effective tool, but it is quite useful.
Tick! Slay Namos Dreg.
So that was an adventure.
A very small adventure, sure. What's that? That looks pretty cool. There's an
Feels like it
arm.
should have a
Oh,
separate-
it's an arm from this statue.
There's a head, look, just right here.
Yeah. I actually quite like this.
There's
Probably
nothing
use that
on
as
that
my
next
thumbnail.
Oh, did you just zoom in at it?
Yeah.
I suppose it does look kind of pretty. Pan around a little
do you want
bit.
explosives?
You know, it's not something you can really pass across that I can then use.
Sure, I just gave you some.
Uh-huh.
You're alright there, yeah? I'm gonna loot this ancient sarcophagus. Ooh, things. Lots of things.
When you say things, do you mean people or...
No, I mean things.
Oh, things! Field spoilers of incantations. No, they're a bit crap. Actually, are they a bit crap? Oh, plus 3% to all damage. Yeah, they're a bit crap. I mean, they're good, but I have better. You didn't do a very good job of, like, slaying all the pots and pans. Coming to help.
Found a thing. I just went for a little bath. It came up out of the water.
I came in here before and I caused nothing.
Yeah, but you didn't go in the water going la la la.
All the traps.
It wasn't all the traps, it was just the trap.
Uh-huh. Let's go with that then. Yep. What's this like? It's not as pointy.
More trap.
I mean,
charge spectral battle axe of the hunt.
I've got a spectral battle axe as well of the abyss. That's one of the monster infrequents, isn't it?
Oh, a spectral battle axe? Yeah, probably. Oh, this does plus to Amarasta's blade burst.
Oh man, I can't wait until like we get. I think it's just one more devotion shrine, and then I can actually assign a skill to a skill and start leveling it up like a bloody falcon swoop.
It is really good, the falcon swoop. I mean, just the fact that it's got like virtually no cooldown. Piss off! Go away!
Take this guy out. Stab him in the back. Oh, level 30.
Hey!
Right. I'm going to assign my skills. Have you assigned yours?
Yeah, I did that while you were doing your 20-minute long monologue.
To be fair, it wasn't really my fault.
No,
okay,
it wasn't. I'm going to go sell junk in
pushing
town.
Towards execution. Execution is an amazing skill. Let's go 1 point in here and 1 point here. So, geez, it's going to be like another 25 levels. No, it'll be less than that. Probably another 13 levels. Are we heading back to town quickly?
Yep.
Old Arcadia.
1243 to 1440. Yay! Finally found something better than my devastating studded leg wraps. And these actually have some fire and cold resist on.
Wait, so you might actually be able to like not run from combat?
Nah, I'll still run from combat. It just might survive as I'm doing it.
Let's have a look at these. So 3% cooldown. No, I just like being pointy. I know it's probably not the most effective thing ever, but it's just too tempting to just not be pointy.
So is that any use to you?
No. No, because my omens are so much better.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, so let's work this out. 20%, 40%, This will be 60%. 70%, 80%. So I'll have a 90% chance of using at any one point one of the dual wield techniques by the time I'm finished. I'm quite happy with that.
Just stacking up all my things. Right. Do you actually have anything good worth buying? Probably not. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, wait, this is actually like the smuggler's passage.
Oh, have you gone back?
Yeah, I just went back to have a look at that exit. Totally not to kill any other monsters.
Why can I hear combat?
I don't know, where are you? Oh, there you are. I think these guys are fighting amongst themselves.
Oh, really?
Let's say yes.
Let's say I call shenanigans.
Who's shenanigans and why are you calling them? Oh, oh, oh. These extra lecterns that we see around, I think they don't give us anything because
we've already got millions of books.
Because we've already got the bits and bobs.
Yeah. Probably just copies of his 20-minute long monologue.
Translated into different languages with footnotes. Heard a massive explosion. I'm assuming that was you.
Yeah. It's just me throwing grenades into things that haven't yet spawned properly.
That's the most effective way of clearing out infestations.
I like the decoration in Old Arcavia.
What, you mean crumbling ruined walls and...
Lots of like copper scale type design for the lamps and things from the ceilings. You know, like balance scales.
Yeah. I suppose, and you know, weird chains that look like they may have held torture victims, and occasional shield on the wall.
Hello? Ah, there they are. I knew there was going to be a trap around here somewhere.
You okay? Coming back to help. And when I say coming back to help, I mean stab them in the back.
I can't do that yet.
Nothing else in
Damn
here.
Frost Revenant. Stop freezing me, you bastards.
I like that it's still the creature that gave you problems at level 4, which is giving you problems today.
What, the the Frost Revenant?
Yeah. Another lectern. Yeah, nothing on it.
I'm going to push on through to here.
Wow, those skeletal knights have got like reflection up or something.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not attacking them and letting you do it.
You bastard. Could have at least warned me.
Well, see, I was thinking that you it was only like melee reflection.
No. Reflection is apparently everything.
In that case, oh jeez, Frost Revenant. Stop me right next to a skeletal Deathbolt Archer.
So it stopped you next to all the fun?
Skill's not ready.
Balzrag, Eternal Servant of Krieg.
Not anymore.
Oh, some of my items have landed on the ceiling.
Oh,
Oh no!
that must suck for you.
I can't get at them. Damn it. Oh no, it's not on the ceiling, right. So, if you come here, you see it's an arch with an aqueduct going above. They've landed on the aqueduct.
Nice. Can we get up there?
No.
Are
Well,
you sure?
I've just clicked up there and it's trying to run. No.
Hi. Found another way down.
Hmm. That's for the old scars thing, which is one of our bounties, I believe.
Well, yes. Yeah. No, that's one of our quests.
Okay, let me just tidy up my map because I don't have this corner bit around here. Yeah, this old Arcovia is quite well laid out. I mean, if it wasn't a ruin, it'd be probably quite nice.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, that's probably a good place to pause recording for the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hope you're enjoying this. And join us again shortly as we continue into the depths of the Arcovian undercity to slay some more of these random ghosts and undead priests and the like.
It's gonna be slaughter!
Yes.
See you soon.